Today we're talking all about crochet hooks. I have quite a variety in my toolkit. Definitely have some favorites, but everyone's favorite will be different because your hands, how you work, how you feel, works differently for you. But I'll give you some general information and tips and tricks around when you might want to use certain types of hooks. So we have a standard shape hook here, and you can get these, just simple Streamline hooks in wood, metal, and plastic. This one happens to be wood. This is Lykke Driftwood, and it's absolutely beautiful. It does have like a high polish on it. Some wood needles might have less of a veneer or polish. Wood needles are a little bit warmer on your hands, so if you have joint issues, you might like to hold a wood needle over a metal needle. It feels better. A wood needle is also great if you're working with a yarn that is super slick and slippery. So something like an alpaca or a silk, it will catch a little bit more on the wood so it won't slide off as quickly. You have plastic needles. Now the plastic depends. Some plastics have a nice slick finish like this. This is a Clover Ergonomic. And some plastics are a little grippier. So it will depend on the type of plastic you have, whether it will be a little bit grippier or a little bit slicker. And this will be a little bit warmer to the skin as well than a metal needle, but not quite as warm as a wood. It's a nice in-between durable workhouse needle. It's very, very smooth on the edges, so that will prevent a lot of splitting on your yarn. And this one has an ergonomic handle. All of the hooks in my collection have ergonomic shapes to them, aside from this beautiful set of Driftwood Lykkes that I got as a Christmas present years ago. But unfortunately, because these don't have the ergonomic shape, I rarely use these. I have a plate and 7 screws in my wrist and have to pay a lot of attention to my ergonomics, and the ergonomic needles fit much more comfortably. So if you have any wrist issues, carpal tunnel, arthritis, wrist surgery, things like that, ergonomic hooks I definitely recommend better. You can see how it feels and fits in your hand though. Everybody has a different preference as how something fits. You can get the metal tips that have an ergonomic handle here as well. This is another Clover. This is a metal tip. Metal is going to generally slide a little bit easier through your yarn. Depending on how pointy the bottom tip is, it might catch or split your yarn a little bit more than a plastic needle. And again, the coating on metals differs. So some metals are going to be slicker or grippier than others. You'll have to test it out. I have some Clovers that are a little bit grippier, some that are a little bit slicker. You also have resin needles, which is another type of plastic that are in a more ergonomic shape. You can see that this is a totally different shape from my other ergonomic needles. This is a crochet hook by Furls, and these are by far my absolute favorite crochet hooks to use given my wrist injuries. I almost exclusively use my furls unless like I'm traveling and I'm tossing a bunch of stuff in a bag and I don't want to worry about losing a hook or something happening. If like I'm camping or something like that, then I will bring kind of my other workhorse needles, because I don't care so much if like one of these accidentally falls out of a crochet bag and I lose it or something like that. I'm not as concerned. Where these ones are my super fancy pants, I love them. They come in a bunch of different styles. I'll do a separate review on the Furls needles as well, or Furls hooks. But these are designed to sit in your hand in a way that cups and fits joints and ligaments and reduces pressure even more depending on the way you hold it. Everyone holds a crochet hook slightly different. They teach a couple different styles, like the pencil style, kind of more of a grip, pistol grip kind of style. And again, this comes down to personal comfort. I crochet and I knit with slightly different hand movements than most people because of my wrist surgeries and my plate and all that good stuff, but you do what works for you. But this is just another ergonomic design, and this resin is very slick. I find it's kind of the perfect happy medium between a grippy wood and a slick metal. It's right in between. So try out the different needle types, different materials, different shapes, and see what you like best. And what you like best may vary per project and for the type of yarn that you are using.